Alright. Hello Laserslov. And hello watchers. Welcome to the Boatrace World Championship League C on Gipfelring today. And currently we are in qualifying 1 with Jamodi. And this is not the first race on this track. We already had one race this season. If I remind right, it was League B. And yeah, we are back again here. Just with League C and later Rookie League. And Klabukas is watching very dangerous here. He should... Oh, a lot of people here. You guys should all go to spectator mode. Alright, who joined us here? Stellars, welcome on the server. There was also a person who joined on the Discord server as a new person. I don't know if that's the same person or not. Tuvok Shakur is a new driver for Red Bull. Nice to see him today here. Because Red Bull is last in the championship and... Wait, no, they aren't. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. 1 second. Ah yeah, Kazakhstan is last in the championship. And Rocket Chip Racing is second last and Red Bull is third last. But they all are very close to each other. And also we will see a fight between Penopro Racing and Gigahertz. And yeah, here is a Penopro driver, Nido. And let me check. Yes, Yukari Akumo is also online. She is driving for Gigahertz. And yeah, that's it. Only one driver for each team. I don't know who is reserving for who, but I can look it up. Okay, Laser still didn't wrote it in the race control chat, so I'm not sure who is reserving today. Alright, Klabukas. I think he's reserving, but I'm not sure who. How many people online? 26. How many are racing? I don't know. And here they are already fighting. Wait. Event. Spectate. And that is right. We have 20 seconds left. Rocket Race is on top. Then Nido, Jmodi, Navy and to rock Shakur. Alright. Oh, and J Modi already finished, so he can't be over position 3 in the start grid. And yeah, Navy also finished. Oh, Cookie Minster wants to join as well, but he is not on the server. He's maybe too late. Okay. Yeah, there's the qualifying 1 result. As you see it here, Rocket Race, and then a huge gap to Nido, and then another huge gap to J Modi. So all of them have very huge gaps. Cookie Minster already joined, so he can participate in qualifying 2. Nido, why an extra lap? What happened? Can I get an extra lap? Foreign literally stopped me. Oh, what happened there? Next song, Sticky Socks left. But he can still watch the stream. We are 3 watchers right now. Welcome. Oh, and Cookie Minster left the server again. I'm not sure what's going on there. If he has internet problems or... yeah, he didn't wrote anything here. Alright. And as you see it here, we have markers for every position. In the past, Gipfelring was an endurance racetrack. Oh, someone was driving here. Sekrozo. Cookie Minster is back. And yeah, this endurance race was... there was 1 lap with... I don't know how long it was, but it was very long. And also funny, like all these sections here are part of the track, also on this hill. Is anyone missing? Oh yeah, we have Altro, Fantasy, Yukari, Sekrozo and Klabukas. Let's see if Laser... no, he didn't responded. So I still don't know who is reserving for who. Alright. Drivers are starting their first lap, which is never the best lap, because you start from the grid and are slower. Oh, Laser responded. So we have reserve drivers, but Laser wants to reserve for Frosty Guy, but with the condition that he starts as last and has blindness for the whole race. No, no. Cooper. Alright, what is he doing? He was on the track. Didn't saw anything. He's just there. Alright. Next song. Ah, sorry. 4 people watching. Welcome. Haragon, if you join the server, yeah, we are currently in qualifying 2. But if you join the server, you can start from last. So you are not on time. Oh, Tuvok Shakur left the server. Alright, we got a statement from Laser that Cookie Minster starts from last because he didn't participated in a qualifying, and Fantasy is now leading this race. Let's look up what was the old times. Now we can't see it completely anymore. Oh yes, yes, we can see it. Rocket Race was first there, but Fantasy has no faster lap. He's not faster. Yeah, what's going on with Yukari? She is leading the championship and is just on position 3. Alright, how many minutes left? 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. And here's Altro. Alright, Laser wants to co-commentate. Wait, I have to give him commentator role. Okay, Laser. Join our commentator VC. Welcome,
Hello.
Laser.
Hello. It's time.
Yes, it's time.
Alrighty. How's everything been going? How's the stream?
The stream is going well, I guess.
Good.
Joab, Is laser loud enough? Alright. And the drivers are finishing their laps. They're qualifying.
Sorry's popping off. I don't remember what the results were for Q1, but
Laser, can you talk a little bit?
I am talking. Hello. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, compared to the time trial times, the car is about 0.9 off of Rocket Race's fastest time for time trialing. So I don't think that we saw the best showing from them today, but I think maybe they can prove us wrong and do better in the race.
Alright. You are loud enough? Oh,
Awesome.
but the music is a little bit too loud. Is it fine now? Alright, yeah, there's the qualifying result. 10 drivers qualified. How many drivers are driving from back?
I believe there's 10 of us today. I think one person might be dropping out actually, but yeah.
Alright.
How many laps do you want to do?
I noted down 15.
15? Okay. And then 2 pits. Let's see here. He's in power 1.
And... ah yes.
Okay.
I wanted to put it into results.
Oh.
And... alright. And the drivers are in the grid, but where's Cookie Minster?
Oh, wait. Cookie Monster on. They are they? Oh boy. Also Haragon. Oh. Need to add driver. Haragon F1. Reset F1. Need to add driver Haragon F1.
Oh, and did they start it? Did I miss it?
No, they didn't start.
Alright. Oh yeah, Cookie Minster just joined. Event.
Can someone
Spectate.
tell them?
Is there a problem?
We're waiting for Cookie Monster, yeah?
Yes, but he just joined now.
Yeah, here I got it. Add driver. Cookie Monster. F1. Heat load F1.
Ah yes. Oh, they are 12 people now. Oh,
See,
but...
heat set.
oh yeah, one person left the server. Oh, and that was the start.
No, it was not the start.
Oh, not the start.
God damn it. I'm trying
Alright,
to remove that one driver who isn't here, but oh well.
yeah, one driver wasn't here, but...
He's Tuvok.
no, I guess Tuvok left the server and...
Yeah, I don't think we did the race. So I'm just gonna heat, delete driver. F1. Okay. For real this time, it should be it.
alright.
Bruh. Why is there no... wait, what? Where is he? Why can't this be simple? You're in a boat.
Someone has no boat?
Okay, I'm just gonna... let's reset F1.
That is a bit confusing. Alright.
15 laps, 2 pits, Gipfelring, League C, race day 10. Alright, here we
Everything
go.
is fine. So, we are just
We're
a
going.
few seconds away from the start. And that was the start.
People going right.
So let's
See people
start.
maybe going for wall taps, maybe not. You got top 3. No, Fantasy did not go for wall tap, yet he's right there. I don't remember where he started, but like that seemed like a solid option. First block stop, all 3 top 3 make it. Rocket Race, or Navi goes wide, and that's J-Modi pass. Yukari stays in second with Rocket in first, and Fantasy staying in third.
Oh, and sorry for
mid-speed.
interrupting, but Cookie Minster left the server.
Oh, alright, well, that sucks. I guess this should be a DNF for them.
Yep.
But anyways, back to the race. We got Rocket Rays and Yukari breaking away from Fantasy, so they got a 1-2 lead on him by about 2 seconds or so. Otherwise, we have J-Modi and Navi and everyone else just tailing behind. I think Nito is in a really bad spot. Yeah, he must have had a really bad start because he's in 10th. He did not qualify 10th, so something must have gone really wrong for him. This is going to be an uphill battle for him.
They are driving different lines in top 2.
Ooh,
in the last turn.
So one of them goes for the wall tap, one of them doesn't?
Rocket Race went off the blue ice and Yukari stayed on the blue ice, but the lines was like the same pace, the same speed.
Interesting. Good bouncing from the track maker then. Get on them.
Oh, something happened now. Tuvok Shakur left the server.
Oh, that's fine. They weren't in the race anyway.
Oh, not a good message. Tuvok Shakur left the server because he is not improving and it's just frustrating for him and he has not fun with it in League Rookie. So sad to hear.
Yeah. Race must go on though.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we have Rocket Rays breaking away from Yukari a little bit. He has a pretty good line. I think Yukari should have a pretty good line too. I wonder what happened. I wasn't here for that. But otherwise, then we have the similar gap with Fantasy, and then J-Modi ran on his ass. Yeah, we're on lap 3 of 15, so we don't have any back markers yet. It's going to be a little bit, but this is League C, so I think you do get behind back markers a lot earlier, especially with the maybe not so great bouncing that we have in the league so far, with Yukari being in League C instead of League B or something, you know. So maybe we're going to catch up to back markers, or maybe like around lap 6 or so, especially if people pit. Speaking of which, I believe pits are like about 10 seconds, yeah, it should be 10 seconds slower on this track. And with McCusen's plugin showing the gaps on the sidebar, you can really use that data really well to make really good choices about when you want to pit.
Oh yeah, and J-Modi has now the closest gap to person in front, and that is Fantasy. They are currently... I think it's a good fight, but they have the same pace.
I mean, I think overall Fantasy is a better driver here. So I think what we're gonna see is we're gonna see just Fantasy kind of drifting away from J-Modi. Although he's making me eat my words. He mows hard here. This might be an overtake. J-Modi does not capitalize. He's right on his ass right now, though. I think it's gonna be a while before we reach a good overtaking corner for a track like this. So. He's gonna have to chill back and wait a little bit for about maybe like 20 seconds until he gets to a good part where he can maybe make some moves. And with the knowledge that he's just seeing the Fantasy messing up some block stops right there. Oh, he takes a really bad line though. That's gonna cost him a lot of time. I guess he just doesn't know about the wall tap right there.
Yeah, J-Modi is a very new driver. He's not very experienced, I would say, but he's fast, and that is why he's so good and in front.
Well, he decided to go for a pit, so he's gonna have a lot of different competition in front of him leaving the pits. Back to the front, though, we have Yukari about 4-second gap behind Rocket. I guess he's just breaking away. Interesting.
Yes,
Yeah, Rocket still doesn't have any back markers for miles, so I think it's just going to be a coast for like a good long while before anyone shows up and there's any action. Yeah, it's interesting. Rocket does not go for the wall tap right there. Yukari does. Yeah, that's very interesting diversity in minds. I want to see how the gap changes, because I thought that the wall tap was faster, but... Okay, yeah, no, so Yukari gained 0.2 seconds, 0.3 seconds there. So I guess... Interesting. Yeah, Rocket coming out here with, like, the kind of unknown better line there. Interesting. Oh, he goes wide, though. That should give a little bit of smaller gap now. Although, I think, yeah, Yukari pitted, so... Interesting play by her. I think she's gonna end up right behind Fantasy with about 2-second gap, 3-second gap. And there's like, behind her is Haragon with about 5-second gap.
Oh, and Soda Soaker is back. So he will definitely participate in Rookie League, where we have a very interesting fight between Fantasy, J Modi and him, and also a very interesting fight by the teams.
Well, I'm excited to see that. And now, oh yeah, Nido is now in 8th place, about a second or 1.2 seconds behind Zekro. Let's go check out him. They're in they're exiting kind of the low speed section with many turns in a row. But I guess Zekro, oh, he got bumped. Oh yeah, and Nido gets bumped too. Nido with I thought he would have had enough experience by now to know to not stay right behind someone when they have a back marker in front of them. Because in that scenario right there, Nido got bumped by Zekro, who got bumped by the person in front of him because the person in front of him slowed down. So in that scenario, when you're in that spot, you just really gotta not be right behind the person in front of you, because if that happens, then you get a free overtake on them. And he's paying the price here with J-Modi right there. J-Modi is in between his ghosts and particles. We got a 4-person trainer here. This is actually really interesting. J-Modi going hard inside, but he gets punished hard in those a lot. And that was another back marker. Navi, I believe. Navi bumps Sekiro. Okay, Nido didn't get bumped this time. I guess he slowed down. Maybe he learned a little bit from the last time. Legit, like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, now we have like a 5-person train going through the low speed section. Nido has done both pits though, so he might be really far up, because a pit is about 10 seconds, and if you look on the sidebar, he might be like, in total time, like 3rd. Maybe 2nd. A lot of people have pit, so, or no, not 2nd, maybe like 4th or 5th. But that's very good, since he like started in 10th. He might have had like a really bad start, so he started in 10th, but getting back up to 5th in only 8 laps is a really good, solid showing from him. Lobby goes for a pit, the train goes down to 2. Or 3, 2. 3, 4. However many. The gap between Haragon and Zekro has widened quite a bit. I'm wondering if Zekro just has a lower pace than Haragon, and if so, I mean, I think that Nido is a much better driver than Haragon, so that means that like Zekro must really be slowing him down a lot. He really has to get past him in some way. Oh, Zekro mows hard, but Nido cannot capitalize.
Yeah, I feel like Nido has not his best weekend today, or not the best day for Nido. Like, look where he is on position 7. He has done 2 pit stops, but yeah, he's stuck behind back markers always.
Yeah, maybe the 2 pit stop strategy wasn't the best here, because you can see he's stuck behind Zekro. And until really Zekro pits, this track does not do well for overtaking. It's all packed ice, it's all pretty, or generally kind of slow speed, and turns that our high speed are... Okay, Zekro pits, so Nido does it in front. The race opens up for him, and now he might be able to make some moves. Found those positions. Haragon is about 4 seconds, 5 seconds in front of him.
Now he can drive his own pace with clean air.
And J-Modi is running his ass too, so he can just copy his lines and maybe pick up on a few things. Yeah, I think overall the 2 pit strategy, I don't know why he did those 2 pits. He might have been in worse situations then, but he's showing, you know, a bit of he's using his pits pretty often, I guess. He isn't holding them back, and that might be what holds him back this race. We'll have to just wait and see, I guess. Because, I mean, everyone else in front of him has only done 1 pit or 0 in Rocket's case. Which is interesting. If Rocket pits now, it's going to be a very tight fight for, like, first place. Because that's a 10-second gap. And judging by my calculations and my testing, like, a pit is about 10 seconds. So that's actually really, really close. Oh, Yukari gains a second, though. If Rocket pits now, he may be staying in front. Rocket stays out of pits. The gap is now 12 seconds. He's coming up on the back marker too. He maybe really should have pit there. Because he's coming up on Navi right now. They're in the slow section. He does a really bold play. He mows on the outside. Yeah, he's gonna get slowed down a lot here. Yukari might have a chance. Yeah, that gap went down to 10.65. He's already lost a second and a half. Navi taking some questionable lines, bumps him. Man, this is gonna be really tight. If Rocket pits now, it's gonna be really close. He might want to just. I think his only option is to try to get past Navi and try to make up for that last time. Because yeah, now it has gone under 10 seconds. It would be very close. Nino has gotten himself up into 5th behind Ultra, who's doing both pits, so they're pretty close in total time right now. And then past him is Fantasy, who's 7.9 seconds behind, so I think he's also, like, he's really close to Fantasy as well. He's only 2 seconds, so, like, if Fantasy messes up a little bit, or Nino just outpaces him for the next few laps, and Fantasy pits, he can maybe get the overtake with an undercut. Or the overcut, or whatever. But for now, he has to focus on Ultra and getting past him, because Ultra will hold him up and not them use his faster race pace. Oh, meanwhile, we have Rocket. Oh, Rocket just decided to pit, and now there's a fight for first and second. Yukari ended up in front, but like Rocket's in the danger zone. He's in between the Ghost and the Particles. This is going to be really tight. They have 3 laps left. And don't forget, they do have different lines here to see who comes out on top.
Oh,
Rocket gets bumped.
I didn't see it. Yukari is now in the lead.
No, Rocket actually just overtook her. He got a boat tap and ended up on the Boatrace, and yeah, okay, Yukari goes for pit. That's interesting. Oh man, I was really hoping to see more of that.
It looks a little bit like a last second decision.
Yeah, but it was a good decision though. I mean, it wasn't so great for the content, but now we have Navi holding up Rocket. That might be a really good play by Yukari. Good awareness. I wonder if she has a team advisor. I think she's in a one of like the top teams, so I think that generally top teams are more active in providing assistance for the drivers. So maybe she does have a team advisor.
Yukari don't has a team advisor. I really don't think she has. She's driving by her own.
I see. Yeah, you can see now that gap has dropped down to 9.5 seconds. If I think Rocket just has to stay out for this last lap and try to overtake this guy and try to just outpace Yukari. Oh. He gets a, no, he does not get the boat tap. He's going to stay behind. It's going to be really close right here. Gotta pay attention to turn 1 and 2. If Rocket bumps Navi right here, I think it's all over. Oh, okay. Rocket goes for a pit. We're going to have to see how this goes. He's by the sidebar. He's only 9 seconds behind. So Yukari might actually overtake here.
That is getting interesting now. And Yukari overtook him. But yeah, there's a long way to do.
It's very tight. Yeah, I think Yukari has it. Yeah, that's that. Great play by her.
Yeah, and I saw we have a 4-player fight behind Fantasy.
Yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, this is very interesting. Different lines. Some people going from blocks up, and people not. I think they're all like next to, like, if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, like right there.
Oh yeah, and
so I think if anyone messes up, we're going to see some big changes in the standings. Let's see. Okay, Fantasy gets past Fabricus. Fabricus goes wide, just lets everyone pass.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks because
and again,
one of the main sources of hope is like back markers and hoping that people mess up on back markers. But Fabricus moves out of the way. That is just a lot of hope for people like J-Modi and Nito. And now we're coming up on the last turn, one more lap.
That was a gentleman move by Klabukas to let pass all the drivers.
Yeah, so I mean, it was, but it was also it might have crushed some hopes and dreams of like people in the back, like Nino and J-Modi, because that's kind of like one of the only ways you can get past people in ice boat racing is if people mess up on back markers. But I mean, it's still gonna be a very entertaining 4-person train right now. This is the final map. Ultra goes a little bit too deep into the turn, doesn't really get punished for too hard, but Nino's right there. If Ultra messes up just a little bit, Nino can maybe go on the outside line and overtake. He just has to be ready for that.
Don't forget we are in the last lap, and
where's Nino
Yukari?
most a little bit.
Ah, there's Navy. There's Yukari in the finish. Straight. And she won, and right next to her, Boatrace on position 2. Very nice done by Yukari. And here's Fantasy in the last turn on position 3. Then Altro, then Nido, and then J-Modi, so no position changes.
Yep.
And on position 7 we have Paragon. So he's catching some points for Red Bull. But it looks like that Kazakhstan gets demoted because no one of them was driving here today. And they was already last in the standings. And Zekrozo finished on 8. Who is that? Navy finished on 9. So there's only one person left, and it is Klabukas.
The gentleman.
Here's Klabukas. Nido left. I think he has not a very good mood.
Yeah, that's understandable. He did pretty well though. Like he was in solid contention to get even like 3rd place there. Fantasy messed up hard and he could have capitalized. He has a lot of race experience too, so he could have maybe known to stay out of the way while Ultra might have bumped the Fantasy who messed up. So then he could have gotten 3rd. It was honestly down to the wire there.
And here is the podium.
All right. Uh-oh. There we go.
Podium.
Yeah, so Rocket Race got a fastest lap of 58.1. I think that was really close to his time trial time. Right? Yeah, his time trial time is 58.05, so he's only a tick off. It was 0.05 seconds off his time trial time. Interesting. Really good racing from him.
Oh, alright, let's start the podium music.
Sadly, no, they do not count. So, like, if you get a faster lap in a race, it does not count for time trialing. Because, for instance, if you had someone, like, if you had a really good lap and then you also had someone, like, just sitting there, you can boat tap off of them and, like, have, like, a pseudo wall tap, and you just get way faster lap. So, we generally don't count in race lap times for time trial times. And that's that. Oh, I guess I can't throw snowballs. That sucks. Sucks to be them. Imagine not having the perms. Imagine not being race control. Oh, man. Alright, well that was a good race. League C and League R races are typically pretty good. This was not disappointed at all. Great race to Yukari, Rocket, and Fantasy. I mean, really everyone. They all did really well. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and Fantasy very consistent defending. And the podium was deserved as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'd say that's it with this stream. Don't forget to subscribe to us, like the video, and yeah, watch Rookie League in a few seconds. And bye bye.
See ya.